I speak to you today on the traditional lands of the Mississauga and Seneca peoples, and I honor their legacy by continuing to use this land as a place of learning and transformation. This spring in Canada, tens of thousands of you from coast to coast to coast will don your cap and gown, clutch a parchment in your hand, and graduate from a college or university. I offer you my heartfelt congratulations, and as is tradition at Centennial College, I offer my wishes for you. I wish for you the ability to be inspired, to be touched by a song, by a poet, by a child, by the sound of rain on a tent, by a blazing sunrise that casts the skies a fiery red, by the 80-year-old newlyweds, by the cancer survivor. My wish for you is that your heart will always be open and that your spirit will be free to be moved. I wish for you a life free from bitterness and hate. Bitterness feeds something dark and sad within us, and instead of letting us grow and change, it chains us to the past. Hate is a disease that eats at our heart, our souls, our minds, a cancer that steals the promise of the good we each hold. Hate turns us away from the broader humanity and towards the sickness of dark minds. Walk away from any family, any friend, any organization, any person, and any religion that tries to make you feel better about yourself by teaching you to hate someone else. I wish that you will always be better than the narrow minds that try to limit your life by stealing your heart. I wish for you courage that allows you to choose a path of integrity and character. Each of us has a moral and ethical responsibility to do what is right, yet still, greed makes us steal, ignorance makes us hate, hate makes us violent, and fear makes us small. Courage is not about climbing Mount Everest. It is about being true to you. It's about holding on to what is right and holding on to the good in the darkest of the night. It's about holding the hand that needs held, holding close the weary and the worn, standing to fight a battle you may lose because there's simply too much at stake. I wish for you the integrity to make the tough choices and the courage to ask others to stand with you. I wish you big love. And no, I did not say big lust. I mean real, true love. While it is true that the higher you fly, the further you can fall, the soaring heights are worth it. If they are brief, cherish them anyway. Great love is not always endless, nor is it uncomplicated, but it opens your heart in a way that nothing else can. Opening yourself to another person is a gift, and one that should be rewarded with a respectful and giving relationship. I wish that you will always feel compelled to give something back. Leadership is not a birthright. We should all aspire to it. Perhaps for some of you, it will involve working with global medics or Doctors Without Borders. For others, you'll volunteer at your local Boys and Girls Club. Still for others, leadership will be being the best parent that you can possibly be. Leadership is not about being famous, it is about character. It's about deciding to take action not for your own good, but rather to benefit the lives of others. And please, see every achievement of yours as a gift and show thanks to the universe by offering an act of kindness. I wish for you always to wish to give back. I wish for you that you will actively pursue joy and laugh out loud. It is a cliche to say that life is a roller coaster, but it is an apt metaphor. There will be sheer drops that take your breath away and slow creeps that build anticipation with each foot climbed. Caring about the world in a deep and profound way opens you up to being overwhelmed by the magnitudes of the problems we face. If we truly wish to make a difference, we must be healthy and whole, and that means we must look after ourselves. There must be joy in our lives, and we need not feel guilty that we can laugh together. Gandhi said, "Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever." And I would add, laugh heartily as you do both. I wish you peace and wisdom and a full, rich life. The kind of peace that comes from knowing you are on the right path. The kind of wisdom that lets you understand your past, but never lets it become your prison. Wisdom's not about having all the answers. It's about knowing which questions to ask. And I wish you a full life, one that offers passion and excitement and challenge. Work matters, but it should not be our devotion. Family matters, but they cannot be all we have. Friends help to round us out. Faith is a personal choice, but I hope that awe and wonder finds you every day. I wish that you will learn from other people's stories, whether slipping the pages of a book between your fingers or sliding by the pages on your iPad. Take the time to learn from others, to see the world through different eyes, to laugh at misadventure and cry at remarkable achievement. Our lives can become so busy and so complicated. Let someone else's story put your life in perspective. Let it teach you, let it touch you. And if the time is right, tell your story with grace, with dignity, and with humility. Use it to inspire others. I wish for you that you will join with me in building an even stronger Canada. Throughout history, Canada's flag has been a remarkable symbol. The warmth of the red maple leaf welcomed immigrants with a promise of a new life, a symbol of birth and change and renewal. Its surrounding whiteness seemed a portrait of the vastness of our land, reflecting that there was indeed a place for all. The gentleness of the overall image never denied the strength of the tree that bore that original leaf. Canada, wild and free, welcoming, peaceful, determined. Soon, she will turn 150, and we must consider where she goes from here. Canada has a well-earned reputation for inclusion. Now we must aim for a similar reputation for being a catalyst for solutions to some of the world's most pressing problems. Graduates with an intense desire to give back, to engage in the world around you, you offer the best hope. Because despite good hearts and good works, we do not yet have the country we deserve. We leave capacity on the corner, or should I say, on the reserve. We must find an elegant solution to supporting Canada's First Peoples to reclaim their rightful place in their country. We must find ways for all to build upon their strengths, to see those differently abled given more access, and those chained by socioeconomic status taught how to forge new links. Canada needs each of us to truly live our ideals, and the world needs the benefit of us getting it right. Just look at the state of the world and consider the significant dualities. We are awed by our humanity, and we're shocked by our lack of it. We celebrate peace even as we conduct war. We have moving tributes to human achievement, even as we express astonishment and terror at the violence we're capable of. We celebrate the advancement of women, and yet we watch rape escalate as a tool of war, and children, young girls killed for the audacious crime of going to school. The world needs powerful voices with profound and practical solutions. I wish that you will find a way to be an agent for change here and abroad. As graduates, you are now privileged, and I ask you to feel the weight of the issues we face, but not to see them as a burden, but as a challenge you are worthy of facing down. And finally, I hope that you will find your voice. When I was a child, I knew exactly what I wanted to be when I grew up. I wanted to be a singer, and I could visualize it. I would have a stunning black velvet gown, killer shoes. The house would be sold out, the orchestra would be to my right. And then one day, I stood up and I tried to sing, and it was ghastly. I learned that I couldn't sing. My dream was dead. But then I fell in love with education, with the fact that it can be so powerful that it can change lives. I believe so passionately about the transformational power of learning that it gave me a voice. I found places where I could take a stand for what I believed in, where I could lobby, where I could champion students. Finding that love, that passion, finding that voice was a gift for me. And that's what I want for you to believe in something so positive, in such a profound way that it gives you the strength, it compels you to take action, to speak, to question. I hope for you that you find your voice. I must end with a thank you to every student I have ever known. Thank you for investing in Canada by investing in yourself. Thank you for reminding me every single day what courage looks like. Thank you for providing me with moments of intense laughter. Thank you for making me so proud of you. And most personally, thank you for teaching me how to sing.